What's up, Rap Potential YouTube followers? It is a new day. As usual, we have Scumbagger crew here. And we have the silver car in the garage. No, the brown car does not run. We pushed it out. So still have to fix that, but we needed the space. The goal is we're going to pull this motor out. In under 25 minutes, we're going to have this motor out. Keep in mind, this car is exactly how it was when it came back from Deal's Gap. Low compression on the rear rotor. I have everything to rebuild it. Our plan is pull this out, pull the rear iron off, new corner seals. Ideally, we'll put it back together, put it back in, have it running tonight. That's the goal. But the first goal is 25 minutes engine out. Should be pretty easy. I've done it a gajillion times. He's done it once or twice. Justin's never done it. So it will be good.
Be easier.
I'm not going to time lapse it at all because you can go find other time lapses of people taking engines out. So we're just going to take it out. You'll see it with it on the ground. So I will note the start time. We will start at 9:15 because we're going to get a game plan together first. So it's 9:08 right now. We'll be back at 9:15, 25 minutes, 9:40 or sooner. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the engine is officially out.
With 2 minutes to spare.
And it is 9:38. 23 minutes, boys and girls. Nice. We only bloodbath the floor a lot. So, the floor is officially a mess. But the engine's out.
It almost all drains right outside.
Almost. This corner kind of takes a lot of it. Alright, homies. So, this is a 12A Bridgeport. Oh, life hack of this video. If your engine doesn't have freeze plugs, you can use quarters. So this, you see, look at that. That's a quarter. You just put a quarter in there, silicone it over, and you're done.
Nice.
Because if you try to just put silicone, it'll actually suck it back into the coolant passage, and it won't work. So you have to put something in there. They sell freeze plugs that fit, but who does that?
They also sell quarters.
Yeah, they also sell quarters for a quarter. So here's a 12A, bridgie, left the dizzy in. So basically what we're going to try to do is just pop the back half of this off. We're going to leave the whole front end assembled for now. If we get the back half of it off and we think there's more issues or something, or the center iron's damaged, or even if just any of the irons and housings are damaged, then we're going to tear the whole motor down because I don't have replacement irons and housings here that are like ready to be put back together. So if that's the case, then it won't be running again, but at least Justin will have seen a rotary teardown, but I think we should be able to get it back together. So we're going to put this on a stand and take this thing apart. What do y'all think?
I think we made a mess on the floor. I'm glad I wasn't under there.
I think it's small. I wish my BMW motor was this small and I could put it in my front seat and go pick up a spare.
I have hauled many motors in the passenger seat of RX cars. Alright, cut to on the stand and taking things apart.
Folks, we got all the bolts out. Eric's going to give you a little rundown of what we're going to do here.
Alright, so we're going to pop the rear iron off. It's super easy, just kind of lift up. Give it a couple good whops with a hammer like that, it'll separate. Normally what I like to do is lift it up, turn it, make sure that none of your corner seals from the rotor came out. So there's a little tiny corner, which I'll show you in a second, that'll spring up. You want to make sure those don't fall out, because if they fall down in the coolant jacket, you're fucked. Sorry, I'll have to bleep that out. She's off. That's a pretty sketchy Bridgeport. So, rear iron's off.
Oh.
Here's what we need to look for right here.
Fucked up.
Oh, baby!
Definitely tubed.
This ain't going back together tonight.
Definitely
not a chance.
Tubed. That's like
not a chance.
super toast.
So what's this corner seal that we were going to replace?
That.
Okay.
She's toasted, boys.
Good.
Have you ever seen Starsky and Hutch, dude? Oh, you gotta be quicker than that.
Well, I'm just trying to pet him.
Hey, buddy! Gotta name him. What's his name? Jethro?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
I like Larry. Look at him.
Your homie's an agile little guy. Oh! Too slow!
I had him. I just didn't want to squish him.
Little horny guy.
You're crawling to there after him.
Get him. Oh, he's out in the open. You're gonna give this lizard PTSD. He's never gonna come back out of my shop.
Come out of the shop? Then you gotta start feeding him. There's a bunch of dead bugs in the dash we could give him.
A bunch of wasps.
They could eat one of those?
Yeah. I'm 100% on Monday going to drive the yellow race car right up to the edge of the door, and I'm going to pull the motor out and put it into this, and then fire this thing right up, because I know it will, and drive it to work on Tuesday.
You don't want to eat it? I got you a bug.
He's like, no. Not today, Satine. Get him. Pick him up. He's not face. He knows you're bigger than him, but you're obviously not going to kill him.
I just want to be his friend. Dude, I'd be so stoked to have lizards hanging out in my garage. I came into my garage the other day and had about 1 million black flies. Like 1 million.
Like tonight is a little more buggy than normal. Normally there's
Like they laid eggs.
zero bug.
Just been messing with the lizard.
Yeah. Lizard friend. The other day he was on the wall and he climbed up behind my holly banner. And I was like, oh, cool. He's got a little hiding spot. Alright, let's take this apart.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's another day. We are putting the silver car back together. As you can hear Calvin ripping up here with the tractor. We are about to take apart a running car to make another running car. So, 3 years ago when I put together the old rally car, I needed a stock engine and I didn't have one that was already built. So I took the stock engine from the silver car that was running and driving, holly card, the whole deal, good to go. And I put it in the race car and raced it. And then I built a Bridgeport engine for the silver one. So, now the Bridgeport died. I don't plan on rallying for the rest of the year. So, I'm going to take the engine out of the yellow car and put it in the silver car so I can have a fun street ride. So, the yellow car, because it's a race car, is now under the roof. And we're going to pull it apart. Get out of here, wasp. We're going to pull the motor out, slap it in the silver car. Should be running and driving. Should be able to take it to dinner tonight. Calvin's going to help. We're happy we're in the shade. Use the tractor to lift it out. It's super easy. When I put this car together, I set it up so it all comes out real easy. So, should be fun. Alright. The engine is out. Nice little stock 12A. Empty engine bay. Don't think we heard anything on the radiator. So, that's a win. The radiator hoses provided us with a nice buffer. So, this is ready for whatever the next engine we decide to put in here is. And we'll wire the trans up just to hold it up off the ground, put the exhaust back, set it on the ground, put the hood back on, and it can sit here for a little bit of a nap. We're going to go put this in the other car.
That works?
We're winning. We did not get this one out in like 23 minutes like we did the other one because we weren't really trying to go fast. We were just...
Had a slight malfunction.
Yes. And it seems that the skid plate mounts were bent, so I had to cut the bolts, which sucked. However, that just means we were rallying hard. So, we're going to go set this over there, probably not clean it off, and just put it back in the other car.
Sounds good.
Alright. Catch you on the other side. Would you just look at that pretty nice looking dirty engine in there from a race car. Calvin's hooking the exhaust up before he gets cleaned up and heads back to Indiana. And I, get it?
Yeah.
And I am gonna put all this stuff back together so that I have a running 1980 SA that I can go rip around with a stock motor instead of a bridge, because I ain't gonna use a race car, so I just might as well use this one. And if I'm good at putting engines in and out of cars, might as well put my skills to good use. So, next time we'll be firing it up. Ba-bang. Alright, y'all. We're to the point now. Ready to try to fire it for the first time. So, let us, 1, see if it cranks, and 2, see if she'll fire. Alright, so we got power. It cranks. Give her a couple pumps. See what she does. Fired right up. Listen to that baby purr. Looks like we've got oil pressure and I think we're good. Sweet. Alright, well, now I'm going to put coolant in it and put my strut brace on. And then I got to bleed the clutch master and slave because... Holy cow. Because on the way home from the Dragon we were having clutch issues, if you remember. So, I've got to find a slave. Nope. Or just bleed this one and see what's up. I do have a spare master cylinder laying around, but I don't have a spare slave. So, Amazon, 30 bucks. We'll get another one this week. But I'll bleed it so I can at least drive it up under the carport because you don't need this baby sitting outside now. She runs. And pumped. Now I get to drive it often. Back on the road. So for those of you who don't know or didn't watch the very start of the channel, if you scroll all the way back, this was my very first rotary powered car, 1980 RX-7. Bought it my freshman year of college, and I daily drove it for like 2.5 years. We're talking from Indiana to Nashville, Nashville to Louisville, all over the Midwest. Lots of miles on it. Drove it all over the place. Basically in the exact same look you see it now. So with these wheels, I didn't have the Sparco, but I had that steering wheel and stuff. It's on cut springs now with a limited slip. And that's how it was, and that's the actual engine in it right now that I used to daily on. Stockport 12A with a Holly. It ripped. It was good fun. But when I wanted to go racing, I already had the Vert, the FC, so I was dailying that, and this was just kind of sitting around, so I took it apart to build the race car. And then I was like, well, I want to build a rowdy track car, so I built the bridge motor for this, or got one and put it in. And then now I blew the bridge motor up, so this one's going back in. So, should be fun. Pretty stoked. We will continue on. See this thing drive out here in a second. We got lights. We're running. Focus, camera. Man, I miss this car a whole bunch. I had a sick radio in here, still do. I got the sweet gauges in here too. I got speakers behind the seat, roll bar, locking sunroof, which y'all can't see because it's darker than I'll get out. In my Sparko seat. But here she is. All her running glory now. Went from an FC up here to now we got both first gens up here. Pretty pumped. Sounds pretty good too. Yeah, buddy. Alright, y'all. So with that, thanks for tuning in on the revival of the old mouse. The one we killed at the Dragon is now back alive. Ready to take the Dragon down again, but just a little bit slower with this Stockport 12A. So, thanks for tuning in. As always, subscribe if you want to see more cool rotary content and or BMW content and or just dumb stuff we do at the Rad Ranch. From then, thanks for watching. Keep it rad.